Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher Circus, and today I am asking ChatGPT what is the best team for the Butcher Circus game mode. So, someone has been suggesting this for 3 days, and here we are. I've opened up my ChatGPT and let's see what he says. So, what is the best team for the Butcher Circus game mode? The Butcher Circus is the PvP arena mode in the game Darkest Dungeon. Okay, so far so good. Well, there isn't a definitive best team for this mode, arguable, but as strategies can vary depending on personal playstyle. That's correct, and the current balance of the game. Well, current balance of the game, he says. This game hasn't had a balanced update in 3 years, so the balance of the game has always been the same, but let's just cover that. There are a few compositions that have proven effective for many players. Okay, here are a couple of popular team setups. He says. I've already looked at this, of course, but here's the popular team setups that he has. Number 1 is Vestal, so that's already quite a start. And there's a couple good Vestal teams, but Vestal, Flagellant, Men-at-Arms, Alien. And he's suggesting Hellion. Everyone knows Hellion is the worst character in the Butcher Circus, but these are the popular team setups. Being popular doesn't mean they're good, but I asked for the best one. So, yeah, he's giving me a Hellion. So, what he says, what he justifies for this, that the Vestal provides reliable healing and can also stun enemies. Okay, that's correct. Flagellant deals heavy damage and has powerful self-healing abilities. That's also correct, but he doesn't really do heavy damage if you put him in position 3, so... Yeah, the Man-at-Arms acts as a tank, protecting the team with his defensive skills. Looks like there's gonna be more of a defender Man-at-Arms. And Hellion deals high damage and has good mobility with her skills. She has one skill from ability, and it's garbage, it's breakthrough. It dazes herself, it's absolutely atrocious. So this team is trying to win through stuns, staying like 2 tanks here, and then having a Hellion using her damage ability, so you only have 1 damage character. So if your opponent has a single healer, this team is going to absolutely fail. I'm still going to play it, but this team is garbage. This is gonna be one of the worst things I've ever seen. But okay, let's go for team number 2, maybe it's a bit better. So Occultist Plague Doctor. I don't like having a Plague Doctor in my team, especially not in position 3, especially not next to an Occultist. If there's a Reign of Sorrows, both of them are dead. And then I have a Hound Monster and Bounty Hunter, so it looks like this is going to be a Mark team, except we have no Arbalest, and you have a Plague Doctor for some bizarre reason, but okay. The Occultist can deal damage, heal, and provide utility with its debuffs and marks. Yeah, that's okay. Plague Doctor has access to blight attacks and can also provide stun, and debuff support. You want debuff support on the Mark team, and you want to use her stuns. Well, the ChatGPT must not have his information correct, because she doesn't even give stun in the Butcher Circus, but yeah, I'll still try to use it. Hound Master deals damage, can guard allies, and has a Mark synergy with the Bounty Hunter. Yeah, that's correct. Bounty Hunter excels at dealing high damage to Mark targets and can also stun enemies. Thing is, he doesn't excel at dealing high damage to Mark targets. He's actually not a very good character at dealing high damage to Mark targets. The Arbalest is much better. He excels at killing targets and also marking them and disrupting them, but yeah, definitely not stunning them. Remember, the effectiveness of the team composition can depend on various factors, such as the enemy team composition, yeah, counter picks, that's a very important thing, and the specific rule set in the Butcher Circus. The specific rule set. There's only one rule set. There's only ever been one rule set. You get the trinkets, you get the abilities, you get the characters, and you can play whatever you want. The specific rule set in the Butcher Circus, if he means like specific rule set for the duel you're having in the Butcher Circus, then maybe it would make a bit more sense, but yeah, I don't get it. It's essential to experiment with different combinations and strategies to find what works best for you. This is correct. This is completely wrong. I apologize if the previous suggestions didn't align with your expectations. The Butcher Circus game mode is in Darkest Dungeon can have diverse strategies and team compositions and individual preferences may vary. Here's the thing, right? I'm actually a little bit pissed at this because he says, oh, first he apologized, but then he says, oh, the Butcher Circus can have different diverse strategies. He's snaking me. He's not apologizing for getting his information completely wrong. He's apologizing that I have a different opinion of his, but that's fine. You can have a different opinion. You don't have to apologize for it. And I'm getting angry over a bot. Yeah, diverse strategies is not an apology. It's not you admitting that you got your stuff completely wrong. But, and I've never even heard of these teams, let me tell you that much, but let's see if they actually work. Alright, and here we go straight into the match with ChatGPT's #1 team. So I have made just a singular adjustment. I am bringing ChatGPT's strategy and I'm doing what he wants me to do. I have a damage hellion, I have a flagellant here which is supposed to use his self-healing skills as well as his high damage, and I also have a defensive man-at-arms and the vessel to stun and have reliable healing. So I'm doing exactly what he says. This is something that you have to do if you're playing the Butcher Circus and you want to copy teams from people. Because more often than not, you just look at the 4 characters and then you copy the 4 characters and you play them completely differently. So maybe this would be me just misinterpreting, and I've decided, you know what, let's not do that. Let's bring exactly what he wants, and then I'll be able to complain and not be at fault here. So one thing I have done is that instead of bringing a defensive man-at-arms with stun resistance and just having Protector's Kite or something, I took a little bit of a different interpretation to defensive man-at-arms, and I instead brought Retribution, because I feel like this team is really going to need it. Yeah, that really sucks. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that is so good. I got a 5% move resistance. That's going to save my game here. I kid you not, that is going to save my game. Well, before the block of light is dropped, or even the stun is dropped, I'm just gonna drop a stun here on the Crusader. I feel like this is the best thing I can do right now. He's a very annoying character. They don't have material passes on the Antiquarian, thankfully, or else I would be taking way more DOT than I need. And in terms of the trigger choices, I just decided to bring Executioner Sabot Razor Pin on the Hellion to make sure that she can still hit the broadside of a barn from inside the barn, and I have brought a flagellant with Content Valve Solution Finisher because I will need a finisher character. This team was sort of set out to be played as a damage team, so that's what I'm trying to accomplish here. My opponent goes for the Duelist Advance. They have a very nice riposte here, so hitting into it is kind of suicidal. I could go for the Crusader instead. Not too likely that I get to bleed, but I'm still gonna do it. Yeah, sadly I don't get to bleed, but I can't really justify hitting into the Highman right now. So instead I'm going for this, and you're gonna go for the Reign of Sorrows, of course, and just DOT the hell out of this backline, which very much wants to be DOT'd, right? Just having a very squishy Antiquarian and Occultist. I mean, she's not that squishy, she has 55 dodge, but with the crit buff, I guess if you close your eyes, it just happens. Okay, this time they're not gonna fail it. Not this time. But what I can do here is actually just drop the Retribution, and then I'll just have to pass one of my turns, and that's honestly not the end of the world. So let's drop the Retribution, make sure if they want to hit me, they're gonna have to be hit back pretty hard, and they don't have a lot of healing here. They have only the weird reconstruction and the rejuvenating vapors. They don't even have Draw into the Flame, so this should be overall quite a good situation for me. So if I had any decent damage team, I'd be able to punish this Antiquarian for doing that, because my opponent just used both their healing characters, but I can't punish them because my team is just one of the teams of all time. Let's leave it at that. Well, in that case, I could not move forward here. I don't really want to do that, so I'm instead just gonna go for a stun. What's my hit chance? 70 hit chance. You can go for... Honestly, that doesn't really matter. I'm gonna do this. The Crusader is kind of in between a rock and a hard place here. He can either hit into the repulse, which he doesn't want to do, or he can hit into the Hellion and most likely fail his stun, because he only has one stun trick. It only has the Tiger Finger here. So I'm praying that the Hellion stun resistance comes through and saves me, but... Well, ship, you can pray some more, but it's not going to happen. I could move forward here, but then I'll just get PBS, which... I don't really want. Let's just do this instead. I'm guarding here so they can't pull my Vestal and just make my life completely miserable. But yeah, if you had any doubts as to why Hellion, Flagellant, and Vestal shouldn't be played together, then here it is. I don't think this is even a good team for the base game. Well, let me just put it at that. I think this team would also suck in the base game. Even though I have no idea how to play it to as effective of a level as people like to reel me and shuffle and all that. I still think this is absolute garbage, but yeah, I'm trying to make it work, okay? I'm going to use my Hellions' excellent mobility to her advantage, right? Yeah, her excellent mobility. It's just, oh, it's such a joke. Such a joke, it's hilarious. I mean, I do have to heal here, so I should be fine. I have a decent amount of healing, so... Oh my god. Yeah, I do have a thing or two going for me. How did he heal for 25? He got a crit, didn't he? Damn. Yeah, he did get a crit. Okay, in that case, I don't want to drop the guard here, let's be honest. My opponent gets to go first, so... If I drop the guard, I'm screwed. I am screwed. I could give myself protection here, that's one of the moves. Maybe bait out the stun. Yeah, let's go for the retribution first. I mean, let's go for the Rain of Sorrows first. Thankfully, my flash one is being insanely lucky, and I get another crit Rain of Sorrows to the Antiquarian. So she's still dropping down to 0 despite that that heal for 25 from the Cultist. I can definitely appreciate that. He's gonna go for the stun here. Once again, bad stun chance, not guaranteed. It's a 65, and gets it once again. Of course, why wouldn't my opponent get it once again? Yeah, just why not? Right, why not? Well, in that case, I have to keep guarding here, so I'm just gonna do this. And I guess my Hellion is probably just going to pass. I mean, it depends on what they do now, if they go for their Antiquarian turn or the Handmaster, or the Highwayman, sorry. They do go for the Highwayman, they're gonna go PBS into the past, crazy. Ah, and I whiff with my 97 accuracy, and it's a whiff, yeah. Yeah. I love the Butcher Circus today. Well, check this out. Here's what I'm going to do. Watch this. I can... Oh, he doesn't have Repulse anymore. I can actually safely go for a breakthrough if I want to. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for the breakthrough now. I have 1 daze on me because my excellent mobility dazes myself, as we all know and love. And my plan was after the repulse I'd be able to just drop a comfort and everything would be fine, but I guess instead of that I will just drop a stun here on the Crusader. Even though he technically shouldn't get the stun for like the 3rd time in a row on my characters, I should finally get 1 stun resistance. I'm still gonna do this to keep myself a little bit safe. Here's the thing, if they... I can't believe my flash on this stun, such BS. But yeah, if they go for the pull now onto my Man-at-Arms, I will have that... I will have that repulse come down, and then I will have my flash with the finisher and Rain of Sorrows to potentially go for the death blow. I have no idea why you voluntarily click your Antiquarian down to this door here. That's not a play. Here's the thing. Here's a tip for all the Butcher Circus beginners and intermediate gamers. If you have a character that's dropping to this door and you can pick other characters, just pick the other characters. You don't have to pick the Antiquarian here. Now you just leave her at this door, and now she's perfectly ready to get hit by my Man-at-Arms. But of course, my opponent gets a bit lucky, and I don't hit her for, you know, the 4th time in a row or something. Okay, fine. I guess her dodge does pay off. Why is she even dropping regen? It's not gonna help against all the DOT I have. I don't get it. I guess she can't go fetching vapors into the repulse, so it kind of justifies it, but it's still odd. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, I love dazes so much. I love dazes. I want to go for the stun, but it's trolling if I do it now. It's a massive troll if I do it. Yeah, I'm just going to heal here. I'm going to heal, my opponent will heal their Antiquarian, and then everything will continue as it was, I imagine. But I do think I'm winning here. I have a very stable backline at the moment. I have taken a lot of stress on my MAO, which is a bit unfortunate. But after they heal, maybe for 0? Yeah, that'd be lovely. That'd be lovely, but of course that's not gonna happen. Yeah, I'd heal for 13. So she's fine. No bleed either. I just passed my turn here. It's so unfortunate that I passed the turn. So unfortunate, but I can't do too much about it. And now the Hellion is going to use her excellent mobility to... Yeah, I can't do that. I really can't do that. Well, I could give myself Adrenaline Rush here to just hit for a bit more, but I guess I'm just gonna do this. I mean, I'm playing Hellion, you know. I could have brought if it bleeds, but it doesn't even work from position 1 in the Circus. Oh wait, it does work from position 1, it just doesn't work into position 1. But yeah, this ability still does like 7 damage, so I didn't think it would be worth it. I had to use my excellent mobility, and I had to use my high damage ability, which is the bleed out. You know, Wicked Hack is not a high damage ability, so let's not consider that. Let's not consider that. So she clicks, she's out of that store still, and what does she go for? She's gonna go for the fetching represented repulse. My opponent does not deserve to win this, but it looks like there is no justice in this round. I can't believe I'm losing this match. I should not be losing this match, ever. Ever. There is no world where I should ever be losing this match, but okay. Alright, chat, let's keep on gaming. I can still do it, right? I can still do it. There is hope. There is yet hope. I go masochistic on my man-at-arms, which could actually be kind of atrocious here. I'm dropping down to 0. I don't want to click her. I don't have any good moves. I could go for a stun, but I'd rather just keep her action up. Let's go for the guard here. Please don't move forward. Please don't move forward. Okay, that still sucks, but at least it's better than a pass or something of the like. So let's give her another guard, keep my protection up. If I don't do this, he just goes for the pulse on my Vestal. And once the Vestal's pulled, my life just becomes even more hellish. So I don't really want that to happen now, do I? Looks like the Crusader is gonna go for yet another stun. I gotta get one stun resistance here. Okay, he decides to go for the Zealous instead, and both of them are down to 0, meaning I can either convert to stay alive, question mark, or I could go for the redeem here. I think my best move might actually be to convert. Yeah, my best move might actually be to convert as weird as it looks. I'm gonna do this. I get a very nice crit heal onto that man-at-arms, and I can just sort of stay alive here, because let's be honest, even though my team is completely dysfunctional, my opponent's team is more dysfunctional than mine at this point. It's just ever so slightly more dysfunctional than mine. Okay, how much HP do they have? They have 5 HP there, right? Yeah, I think so. They have 5 HP there, meaning decision, but they do go first, so no decision. What I want to do here is just go for the Reign of Sorrows and make it so the occultist goes to death's door, but he doesn't have to worry about it. He can just go for the death blow, and there's nothing I can do to prevent it, because then I can't try and punish him or anything of the like. So I'm just gonna do an adrenaline rush here. Really sucks that I don't go first. If he did get the kill on my Hellion, I would go first, but I don't really want to take that risk, as well as the affliction, as well as all that. So I don't think this would have been too wise. Instead, I'm just gonna wait a little bit, and then I'm gonna go for the Reign of Sorrows. He keeps getting those high rolls, man. Just keep getting those high rolls. Just keep getting those high rolls. Keep making me feel like not really playing this game too much more. But I still have to go for the other team. The other team is more playable, though. Let's keep our mental up. The other team is just ever so slightly more playable than this one. It has like a bounty hunter and a doggy, so yeah, the characters kind of make sense together. So I'll try the other one a bit more seriously than this. Okay, he's gonna go for the vulnerability hex on my Hellion. I am gonna go afflicted now, and they don't have a healer anymore, which is really good. I want to keep my flash on turn for as long as possible. So if I want to do that, I could go for a stun here. Could go for a stun on that Crusader. I think that's the move. A stun from him right now would really hurt, and I want to keep all my other actions up. So let's do this. She is definitely dropping down to 0 here, which is wonderful. And he clicks her. Just why? Why does my opponent click her into the repulse? Come on. Okay, no death blow, but at least I do get a hit on it. If I click here, I'm dead, so I can't really afford that. Yeah, I'm just dead to a PBS, so I have to maybe wait a little bit. I move forward, which, I mean, sure, I guess. And finally the Retribution gets the death blow, and no more antiquarian for my opponent, meaning that now I'm completely happy to just drop a redeem here after they drop whatever they want to do. And I think I should be winning this match, even though I have, you know, easily one of the worst teams I've ever played against. This just feels absolutely horrid to play into, but I'm making it work. I am making it work, just barely. Now, I have terrible accuracy, so I probably don't want to risk it, right? Yeah, I don't really want to risk it. I'm just gonna go for the breakthrough first, and then give it some thought. Of course, I still missed the Higher Man with my excellent mobility. Just this is a character that doesn't know how to move back, by the way. The Hellion moves forward 1 position and moves back 0. She doesn't know how to move back. She has 1 ability that moves her forward 1, and she has excellent mobility for it. I just can't. Even in the base game, she doesn't have excellent mobility. Like, come on, do you think she's a High Man or a Shield Breaker? She's not a grave robber. I have no idea. I know it's just an AI bot and it's like the first version of it, but I still have to point it out, right? I still have to point it out. So okay, we dropped the redeem here, keep all our characters alive and healthy and happy. And now the enemy Crusader is down a lot of HP, the enemy occultist is down some HP. He will be dropping down to 0 eventually, right? It's going to take a while, but eventually it will happen. I could go for a double stun here, that's definitely an idea. It's an 80% chance. I kind of don't want to go for it. I'll probably be forced to. But I guess for now I just drop another defender here. This man-at-arms is just stuck to guarding and using retribution because my opponent has that pull. He wouldn't be forced to do this if my team wasn't so, you know, Hellion-ish. But it is what he has to do here. So they're gonna go for this Dallas accusation, and yeah, that really freaking hurts. That really freaking hurts. And now I can either go for comfort or I can go for stun. I don't imagine they do 2 damage with the vulnerability hacks. I mean, maybe they do if they get a little bit lucky. No, I really love being dazed, by the way. I absolutely adore it. But I'm gonna go for the stun here. I'm gonna be a bit aggressive now. I don't care if the Hellion dies at this point. I mean, she's selfish anyway. She's done her job. She's been enough of a punching bag for now. I ranted about her like a few videos ago, so I'm not gonna rant about her today as well, of course. And yeah, this vulnerability hacks means she's just dead. So goodbye, Hellion. Oh, she's not dead yet. Oh, what a shame. What a shame this is. What a shame the Butcher Circus is. Okay, I guess I'll just click here, give myself a damage buff because I'm a flagellant, and get a crit for 13. Oh, one off. How unfortunate. How unfortunate. We got really close. We got really close to doing enough damage there. You know, trying to use her finishing niche that she has. Yeah, it's just odd that she has a finishing niche when she really shouldn't. She really shouldn't be a finishing character. I've done a full rework on her. I've mentioned it like 50 times. I'm not gonna mention it again, but yeah, she definitely needs some love. The way she's going. All I have to do now is do enough damage and get a crit, and she's gone. But no, they don't get a crit. Ah, and she lives. No, please just get rid of her. I want her gone from my team so I can stop guarding for once. Yeah, there we go, pass. Come on, get a crit vulnerability hex. I want her gone from this game. I want her gone. Get her out of here. Get her out of here. Yeah, crit. Oh, there's no crit. Okay. Ram and Death are one and the same to this Hellion, and she does extra shreds on all the characters. Do you really care that much about a stupid freaking Hellion? Is that how much you care about her? Unbelievable, actually unbelievable. Well, I'm gonna go for the retribution now. The self-mark, wonderful. And I'm just going to retribution here. Maybe I get a crit on it. No, sadly I don't. After this, I will go for the dazzling light into the punish, so I have as good as a kill shot as I can possibly get. I'm gonna have a 25 into a 65. And that's definitely what you want for yourself. Give yourself the best chance of killing a character, and even if I don't get the kill, I have an 80% stun chance, but sadly it doesn't work, so I just go for this, and okay, he's gone anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And now I have a flagellant, still at 3x sanguinates, still at 1 redeem, so I guess ChatGPT did pick the overpowered character in the Butcher Circus, so I have to give him that. They picked 2 very powerful characters together. It's just that the Hellion doesn't work in the sim. You can run anything else but the Hellion, and the sim would store the work. The Vessel also feels very odd here, but it really is this freaking Hellion that makes this team garbage. I could be playing it in such a better way, but well, you know, I just have to go along with this. You're going to drop my flagellant down to 0 here, but I'm actually not going to heal with the flagellant. I'm going to just heal him with the Vestal after I go for his action, because I don't have to use my heals. I don't have command buffs, I don't have anything like that. So I'm just going to drop a Rain of Sorrows here, make sure that the occultist goes down to 0, and then I'm going to heal. Just keep the pressure there. Keep the pressure, don't just blow it all away. Keep the pressure rising, and my opponent has to keep using their inferior number of actions to keep bringing me down to Death Star, which I really don't care because I have gauntlets, and I also heal my other characters at the exact same time. So yeah, ChatGPT really did pick the strongest character, so I guess some merit to him, right? Some merit to him. And now my opponent is feeling hopeless because they're losing to an AI-generated team. If only they knew. If only they knew. they were playing into an AI-generated team. At this point, it is very hopeless for them. I think this might have been a desync. Oh, yeah, this might have been a desync. They pass here. I don't understand that, but I guess if they pass, I'm forced to pass as well. Oh, I see how it is. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just going to pass as well, but it is unfortunate. No, they left. Yeah, they left. I know this bug before. They're going to pass 3 times in a row, and then the match will be over. Yeah, I know exactly what this is. I have no idea what this happens, but not only has this game not received balance updates for 3 years, it also hasn't received too many quality of life updates in the past 3 years, so let's just skip on to the next match. Alright, and here we go, straight into match number 2, and we're actually playing against Wasteland, which is, dear me, which is someone that's playing with... Why are they picking their musketeer first? Okay, it looks like they're not trolling, but this person is playing with the actual bot team, so this is bot team versus bot team, and we'll see which one does better here. They don't have pistol shot, thank goodness, that sucks. That thing absolutely sucks, and I guess right now I have a few choices. By the way, I have to mention, the team I've done is completely unhinged. I have never made something as insane as this is. Like, this is unhinged in terms of, there is method to the madness, but this method, you have to be completely unreasonably insane to actually understand it, because I've brought the bounty hunter with 2 damage trinkets, so that's all nice and well. I decided I had to bring a Hound Master with Training Whistle and Attack Whistle here to have his Hound's Rush and the Hound's Area, because here's the thing. Traditional mark teams from the base game don't work in the Butcher Circus because there's a thing called guards. So if your opponent guards, a team that has like just Hound Master and just these characters won't really be able to win. But before I actually go into that, I have to actually play, because I can't just autopilot and playing something too odd. But if I just have like the full-on, you know, just bring Hound's Rush, bring like a guard or whatever, bring the Collect Bounty, like the opponent's just going to guard the character I have to focus down, and then I'm absolutely going to lose. So I need to bring something that can sort of deal with the guards, which this team completely fails to address, but I'm trying to address it a little bit by bringing Hound's Area, just a touch. Address it just a touch. Now, they did say the Bounty Hunter excelled in dealing damage to marked characters, so I do 19 to 37, and oh my god, that is a big chunk. That is a good chunk for 48, that's more damage than the Arbalest would do, albeit with essentially half the crit rate. But yeah, unfortunate. It would be really nice if Bounty Notice gave you like plus 12% crit rate versus marked. I gave it a different buff, I can't exactly remember what I gave it, but plus 12% crit rate versus marked, man, that'd be nice. That'd be really nice. I could go for the kill here, and I will. I could also go for the kill like this, and honestly, I have 30 dodge. I'm just gonna go for it, and yeah, I do get the dodge on it. Sadly, no crits, even with me having the Training Whistle here, so that is a bit on the unfortunate side of things, but this team definitely feels a bit more playable. It would just be nice that if instead of a Plague Doctor I had something else, but yeah, the way I'm having to play these characters, just full damage Bounty Hunter, I'm going to use this Uppercut to stun, right? Because that's what they said, Uppercut stuns. So yeah, I'm going to be trying to use that here, of course. But before I go for that, I'm just going to drop a Battlefield Medicine heal here. If that doesn't work, after that I will drop a weird reconstruction. Something I thought about doing for a second there was using my Bounty Hunter turn to just get rid of their Bounty Hunter and then just win the match from there. But it looks like they're going for Enhanced Area. Don't do 3 damage. Yes, they misplay, because now I can safely get away with actually trying to finish him here. So I still have 100% kill shot because I had already gotten 1 dice store check, and the Heartseeker gives me a little bit more death load chance, so I can actually stay alive here. In terms of trinkets on the other characters, the Occultist has both the Hexes, and he has the Stygian and the Weird Reconstruction, so he has a lot of things on his side, that's for sure. And he has the Monkey's Paw as well as the Hand of Glory to hopefully just stick the landing on those vulnerability hexes, get the debuffs going, and also have a little bit of survivability. That's kind of what I was trying to get for him, but it's been a little bit difficult because 3 of my characters have lost their health bars. Even though I have 1 more character than they do, 3 of them have lost their health bars. So yeah, this isn't looking too good, let me tell you that much. Who do I save here, Occultist or Plague Doctor? Oh god, it's rough, but I'm gonna go for the occultist. Ah, I feel for he's bleeding as well. Ah, I swear, every time do I have a card? Every time my opponent goes for their what do you call it? Every time my opponent goes for their weird reconstruction heals, they never ever get the bleed. Like, just never. It has to be against a character that's bleeding already, that's at 0% bleed rise because of an affliction or something, or if the bleed doesn't matter anymore. If the bleed doesn't matter anymore, they still get it. So yeah, here I just lose the Plague Doctor to a 55, which is unfortunate, and now I'm thinking of going for it. I think that at this point in time, it's just what I have to do. I just have to go ham here. Sadly, my team can really only go ham, but missing that Harry earlier on, like missing that Harry round 1, means that now this Hyman isn't even at this store, which just sucks. He's gonna go for the Wicked Slice, and yeah, I'm gone. Oh, this game. Oh, it did not go too well, did it? My opponent just has a better bot team. There's nothing I can do about it. My characters died in seconds. It's round 3. And I'm going to lose my final character. You know what? So be it. So be it. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Weakening Curse into the Houndsary. I'm gonna win the doggy 1v2, right? Clueless. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's any world where I win this anymore. I could have taken it slower here, let's be honest. I could have just clicked there, healed myself, and then have gone for the aggressive move anyway. But honestly, at this point, if there's still a musketeer on the enemy backline, it's really unlikely that you win this. So you might as well go for the funny and lose 3 of your characters in 3 turns. No finale, just lose 3 of your characters in 3 turns, because who would have guessed playing an occultist and the Plague Doctor in the same team, as well as 2 squishy characters, would have been a bad idea. You know, just who would have guessed that? Who would have guessed that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. But I'm gonna drop another Houndsary here. I'm loving those crits, but if I fail to bleed, okay. I guess there is Rancid Cure also. If they hit me now, and yeah, if they hit me now, I just surrender. As long as they hit me, I will surrender here. They will go for the Hound's Rush. They hit me for 6. They make me want to keep playing. If they miss, I might keep playing. Oh, no. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I am out of here. There's no world. No, it's Joker, guys. It's Joker. So, the second team, while it was technically better built than the first one, the problem is that the characters were just straight up worse. At least in the previous one, I had a Flagellant and I had like a defensive setup going that almost sort of worked. But in this team, I just lose to Wasteland and his bot team. This was a novice player, by the way. I don't imagine they're novice because they played that pretty well. It's probably like some sort of Smurf account or something of the likes, but yeah, GG's to both my opponents, and GG's to ChatGPT anyway. I guess he did generate Butcher Circus teams. At least he didn't request like Runaway or something like that. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.